Lord.
Soccer people, I was just told that the coach may not be here because he went home not feeling great today.
Oh, okay.
So in lieu of bringing him up, I don't know if you were calling him up specifically. They said to bring the captains up.
There are three coaches. Are none of them here?
You know what?
Three coaches?
Girl in the corner standing up talking to Marcy.
The coach isn't here. He's not feeling well.
We just call like any coaches or captains.
Coaches or captains.
Captains.
Just say
Captains are
that and they'll
probably the
send
students.
somebody up. Yep.
No Prakash tonight?
No.
Mind if I move this back
No,
so we
go
can
ahead.
spread
Give
out?
us a little more elbow room.
You're reading this,
And then this.
and then the proclamation.
Got it. Yeah, I just looked at the 900 names.
So
Thanks.
you go here,
Yep.
proclamation, and then here. And
Okay.
then call them up.
Okay.
Wendy, yeah, right, Wendy.
Yep.
I'm right behind you. Sorry. She's not. Can you want to text her?
I did.
Okay.
I'll take a picture if I
Okay.
I'm just more worried.
I gave him the Kathy's got soccer. I have veteran.
So after I do the soccer and turn it into
No.
rocket and
Yes,
roll
please.
tonight, huh?
Good evening. Go ahead, Wendy.
Good evening, everybody. I hereby announce that pursuant to Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the notice which was sent to the Asbury Park Press, the Two River Times, and posted on the bulletin board in Township Hall, and filed in the Township Clerk's office on January 6th, 2021. Mayor Bontempo?
Here.
Ms. Weber?
Here.
Mr. Cretelli?
Here.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Here.
Mr. Santana is not here this evening. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Wendy. Good evening, everybody. Everyone, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence to honor our troops both home and abroad who work tirelessly to protect us each and every day. Thank you. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Holmdel Township Committee meeting, December 14, 2021. Before we roll into the agenda, we have three proclamations that we're going to read. I am going to read the first, followed by the Deputy Mayor, followed by Committeeman Lucarelli reading the third. So the first is for those who are on the Veterans Day ceremony we had last month over at Phillips Park. I was very excited to announce the recipient of this year's Veterans of the Year Award. I see him with us this evening, so thank you for coming out. Mr. Bob Manning has been a devoted member of the community for many years. Since serving in the United States Army between 1960 and 1967, Bob has volunteered his time with our police department as a very active neighborhood watch captain, as well as serving as a traffic safety advisory committee. He has been a regular volunteer at St. Catherine's Parish, serving on the parish council, teaching religious education, and acting as a funeral sacristan. He further served as a Eucharistic minister at Bayshore Hospital. Bob was previously a board member at the Cedar Village community, where he has been married to his wife Frances for 55 years. Bob is a father of 3 daughters and 9 wonderful grandchildren. The Veteran of the Year Award was started last year to recognize a Holmdel veteran who served the military with honor, has contributed time and energy to the Holmdel community, has made a commitment to encouraging and supporting fellow veterans. I can confidently say this year's recipient embodies all those traits and many more. It is therefore my privilege to welcome up Bob Manning and officially proclaim him to be Holmdel's Veteran of the Year. Bob, please join me up front. Yep.
In the words of another great soccer player, talent without working hard is nothing. It wasn't by chance that this year's Holmdel Hornets girls high school soccer team had both, earning a well-deserved state championship. In addition to the hard work and dedication of the girls on the team, Coach John DiCarlo led the team to its second ever state title in the program's history. Being a student athlete is an extra challenge. In addition to the regular schedule of classes and homework, student athletes have to balance practices, workouts, and games. After a difficult last year for everyone, it's rewarding to see the girls achieve such an incredible goal with their 2-0 win over Hanover Park in the November Group 2 final. We are proud not only of their winning game, but of their entire 34-1 record since the start of last season. The team should also be proud of how well they represented Holmdel, the Hornets, and themselves. Congratulations on a well-deserved win. In recognition of your achievements, the Holmdel Township Committee would like to offer the following proclamation. Whereas this year, the 2021 Holmdel High School girls soccer team finished their regular season with an impressive record of 19-1-1, and whereas the team went on to win the Group 2 Girls Soccer Championship, making this the second state title in the Holmdel High School girls soccer program's history, and whereas these 18 smart, hardworking players consistently practiced together, and their hard work provided them with the confidence to play against any competitors, and whereas this competitive mindset and commitment has helped to carry the team to victory over and over again this season, and whereas the players were taught to show respect for the game, other teams, and referees by head coach John DiCarlo, assistant coach Tanner Sika, and trainer Jeff Senna, and now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and the Township Committee of the Township of Holmdel on this 14th day of December 2021, that congratulations be extended to the following, and bear with me on the names: Felicia Arena, Taylor Beelan, Kayla Beelan, Isabella D'Amatos, Mia Jamanco, Abigail Hines, Juliana Koblesovsky, Sophia Laudy, Brielle McLarnon, Adriana Morales, Sydney Need, Lily Reardon, Haley Sharp, Catherine Veselakos, Katrina Whaler, Isabel Wiener, Alexandra Woj, and Nicole Warbell, both personally and officially, on behalf of the residents of the community for their outstanding achievements. Be it further resolved that a suitably engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to the team as a small token of the esteem in which they are held. And be it further resolved that all best wishes be extended to all for continued success in all their future endeavors.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies.
Girls, come on up.
There you go.
Girls, come on up. Come on, everyone, come up. Go. We have copies for everybody. Are any of the coaches here tonight?
Coach or captain?
Huh? Okay.
I have for one of these for each of the coaches.
DJ, top. Top.
Line yourselves up here. All ones in the back. Good job, ladies. Thank you. Thank you.
Elsie, you got everybody? You got it?
And DJ, you're up.
Thank you, everyone. I was asked tonight to present a resolution of appreciation for one of our committeemen that is retiring. And so unfortunately, I don't have anything prepared to introduce this gentleman. But I will start by saying that he served on this township committee for 9 years and served as mayor. Proud to call him a friend. And I wanted to personally thank you, Tom, for your mentoring, advice you had given me, your knowledge of past history in this town, whether it be different types of zoning laws or building, things in this town. Your knowledge is very extensive, and I appreciate your advice that you've given me, and I hope in the future I could also seek your counsel on things that have transpired in town in the past and advice on the future. So thank you for that. And with that, I'll segue in here whereas Tom Cretelli began his service to the Township of Holmdel when he was first elected to the Township Committee in November in 2012 and was sworn in January 2013. And whereas Mr. Cretelli went on to be reelected to serve 2 more consecutive terms as Township Committeeman to the Township of Holmdel from 2015 to 2018 and 2019-2021, and whereas Mr. Cretelli also served as mayor of Holmdel Township for the year of 2018. And whereas during this time in office, Mr. Cretelli implemented the Second Chance Toy Recycling Program, oversaw the installation of the Alexandria Rose Miracle Bench at Rogie Field, and coordinated the farmland preservation of Callan Farm on Everett Road. And whereas Mr. Cretelli, passion, integrity, and dedication to the Township of Holmdel and its citizens have made him a role model and public servant. And whereas all the residents of Holmdel have benefited from the many years of Mr. Cretelli's service to the township. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Township Committee of the Township of Holmdel that sincere thanks be given to Mr. Cretelli for his years of service to the township. Be it further resolved that the committee, professional staff, township employees, and all the residents bid a fond farewell to the committeeman, Tom Cretelli, and wish him good health, happiness, and success in all his future endeavors. The Township of Holmdel Committee. Thank you.
I'll see you at the bike path.
And I'd also like to present Mr. Cretelli with a beautiful clock here, recognizing Tom Cretelli with deep appreciation for 9 years of loyalty and distinguished service, Holmdel Committeeman 2013 to 2021, Mayor 2018.
There you go. You want to go down there and take a pic? Okay.
So first item on tonight's agenda is approval of minutes from September 14th, executive and public, September 28th, executive and public, and October 14th, public session. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Cretelli?
all but the one on the 14th that I was not present for.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Second.
No, yes. It's already moved, we're voting.
Oh, yes.
Ms. Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Bontempo?
Yes.
Okay, all the minutes have been successfully approved. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. Next is public comment on agenda items only. If there's any public comment on agenda items on tonight's agenda only. Yes, Ralph, come on.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it, speak? It's not, it does sound like it's on, Ralph.
There you go.
Try it now.
That better?
Better, yeah.
Okay, Ralph Blumenthal, 41 Stony Brook Road. Thank you to all of you for your service for this past year, and happy holidays going into a new year. Since I believe this is the last meeting of the year. Yeah, just a question with regard to Resolution 2021-337. Promoting certain township employees to new positions. The information was not in the attachment to the agenda. Conceivably, because it's a personnel matter, you may have discussed it in exec or whatever, but I believe to complete the resolution to enact it, you actually have to say what's on the being enacted. So could you let us know what's up? And that's the only item I had asked question about at this time. So thank you.
Sure. Through you, Mayor. It was updated today, so everything is up online now, and it lists the employees that are either being promoted and or giving salary adjustments. There are two separate resolutions. And while that topic came up, I would just like to thank the Township Committee for their consideration on this. Committeewoman Weber and Committeeman Lucarelli spent a lot of time going over as a subcommittee, going over these in detail. That was then shared with the entire committee who supported these adjustments. It's an ongoing process. This is a start of the process. I foresee in the next couple of months there may be some additional salary adjustments as we look at the most efficient and effective way to do government in these economic times, and with it's very much an employee market right now. We're just looking to make sure that we have everybody doing everything that they can as effectively and efficiently, and then properly compensated for it. So again, I really appreciate the Township Committee's support and consideration on these items, and I look forward to discussing additional employees in the future.
I actually like that guy. I think this is long overdue. I think we need to do this on a continual basis because, as I've learned down at the league, down like say talking to other towns, that there is a challenge and a shortage of qualified, skilled worker for some of the very important positions we have, and we need to be competitive. We need to retain the talent that important to the town, and so I think you'll see on a recurring basis, possibly going forward, adjustments like this to make sure that we maintain our the talent that we need to maintain, to keep running the town the way it's been run, the way people expect it to be run. So, thank you. Eric?
Eric Hines.
You can hold it. You can hold it.
It's easier. Thank you. Eric Hines, 3 Skyview Drive. So I'm asking for a little flexibility. It wasn't on the agenda, but I think it was on the accolades. And I just, I'm running out to coach a lot of those girls again tonight because we'll be back again next year. So thank you for recognizing them. But I did want to take a minute tonight. Having served with you, Tom, for 8 of the 9 years that we were there together, I did want to take a moment just to thank you for your service. I think the first time that I saw you or got to know you, Tom, was even just as you were transitioning in, and it was during the I don't know if it was Irene or if it was Sandy, but Keensburg had been really, really hit hard. And I thought it was a tribute to your character that you went out of your way, and we ran a big fundraiser. You raised a couple $100,000 for families in a neighboring town. And I think you did that because you cared. And that I think is what we all want with our leaders, right? In a world gone incredibly divisive, I think the common thread is, can you care about your neighbors? Can you just try to do the right thing? That was one of the first things you did, and I think that really always stayed with me. I think you've seen the best and the worst in the last 9 years, there's no doubt, and it'll be worth some good stories down the line. I'll always remember the collaboration and the school security. I'll certainly remember the support that you gave me, and I'm very proud of what was able to get done athletically at Phillips for softball and some of the other things we're able to accomplish. Most importantly, I will say in the midst of chaos, you always kind of remained calm. You did. Some of us don't have that skill. You really did. You stayed calm. You didn't panic. You didn't overreact. You certainly didn't react when people took cheap shots. And you know, it was challenging, I'm sure, but you got a great base. You got an incredible wife, an incredible family, incredible support, and the town of Holmdel will miss you. I certainly hope you stay involved and continue to be a good soldier, whether it be the church or the community. You're an important part of Holmdel. Thank you for all your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else, public comment on tonight's agenda? Yes.
Hi, Donna Carinante, 28 Blue Heron Drive, Toms River. Tom, I just want to thank you for the 9 years of serving on the town council. I want to thank you for always listening to all the voices in Holmdel, hearing their concerns, and really going to bat for everyone in Holmdel, not just the 8 people who tend to come on a weekly basis. I applaud you for that. You have made tremendous strides in this town. Thank you for always listening to our first responders, our firefighters, and our police. I recall being at a meeting where you had suggested where they placed the firehouse. I don't know what took them so long, but it was obviously the right place because that's where it is today. I want to thank you for your 28 years of volunteering and coaching. I think I calculated it right. And I also want to thank you for you and Mary, your commitment of 30 years to this town, volunteering to the town as well as St. Catherine's. The time and commitment you put into to create a sense of community for this town is unbelievable, remarkable, and you should be applauded for that. Absolutely 100%. I want to thank you for the lights you donated and the improvements you did to Phillips Park. Let's see, what else do I have on this list? It goes on for a very long time. I want to thank you during your year as mayor for really trying to unite the township committee, because that was your goal. And unfortunately, it didn't happen, but I hope someday it does. For the residents of Holmdel, they deserve better. I am also incredibly sorry for what, when you have taken some hits, because, it is what it is. You're stronger than that. Yeah, it's politics. Politics will be politics. I think most importantly, I want to thank you for I lived in this town for 25 years. And actually 26 years, and I may come back. Don't count that. Just I took advantage of the real estate market. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being an amazing leader to my family, to my children, to see all of the efforts and volunteer time that you put in. I tried to do the math between St. Catherine's and I just couldn't, because we're talking thousands. And I just applaud you and thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm so proud to be your sister.
Anybody else, public comment on agenda items for tonight? Good, sir.
How you doing, everybody? Dean LaBarca, 23 Miller Avenue in Holmdel. I understand tonight there's on the agenda a request from the Gold Hotels for the building of the new Holiday Inn to tie into Holmdel sewer system. As Mayor Bontempo knows, and others of you, we've been in my neighborhood fighting the building of the hotel for, I guess, at least 3 years now. And I don't know what our engineer's report found about the sewer system, but I just wanted to add that I hope this is not going to go through. We have a lot of variances were given by the Land Use Board of Hazlet to the building of the hotel from the beginning, and the Land Use Board of Hazlet basically ignored every single one of the variances that we fought. They didn't just approve the hotel, they actually just ignored all the variances from not even being a property with the proper zoning for a hotel to the subdivision of the property smaller than it should be, to the distance from our homes, to the height of the hotel, parking, ground coverage. It's incredible that when I moved into my home on 23 Miller Avenue about 17 years ago or whenever it was, I put an above-ground pool in, and my own land use board forced me to rip up a concrete patio because they said, I said, but there's 2 acres of woods next to me, or whatever size it is, I didn't know. And they said, but we have to protect whosever property that is. It turns out it belonged to Hazlet and the owner of the existing Holiday Inn. And it just, like my town made me spend money and time and effort to rip up something out of my own property that would have enhanced the quality of life on my part to protect them. And now they're going to build this monstrosity on top of my home. Literally 40 feet from my house is going to be a 4-story hotel. Now, we've been through this with the Land Use Board, and as I said, Mayor Bontempo has been helping us as much as he can, and I just want to say that I hope this prevents them from actually putting up this this sad situation, right, in a residential neighborhood you expect if you lived in Brooklyn or Queens, you know. And I moved out here from Brooklyn and Staten Island because I didn't want to live next to a 4-story building like, you know, it's just incredible. We have enough problems as it is. People stay at the hotel, they tend to loiter in the back of the hotel right on our properties. And they curse and they drink and they don't respect the fact that it's people's homes because it's not their families. Trucks parked back there, refrigerated trucks run day and night. And I have been through, if I started telling you right now, I would just, I would get you all so angry. Anyway, I just wanted to voice that. Thanks.
Thank you. Counselor, please.
Sure. Thank you, sir, for your comment through the mayor. Just want to clarify what the action item is tonight. Obviously, we just heard some public comment about the land use application. Holmdel's role in this matter was limited. The applicant approached the township and made a formal request to tie into the township's stormwater infrastructure, which is located within Miller Road. The township looked at the request. It had its conflict engineers at ARH conduct a thorough review, and they determined that it would not be in the best interest of the township to allow for that tie-in because the current system would be overwhelmed by the increased flow that's proposed by the applicant, and that the current infrastructure wouldn't allow for it. So as a result, and based upon that report, the resolution on tonight's agenda would disapprove that request to tie into the stormwater system. And that's the limited scope of the township's involvement. Obviously, we're certainly aware of the land use application in Hazlet and those related items you spoke to, sir. I just wanted to clarify for the TC and for the public what exactly we're reviewing tonight.
And as you're aware, I was at all the hearings and meetings with yourself, and I think actually Commitment Vescucci actually joined me in some of the meetings to when I spoke out against it. And I said that, this was not the right project to be against our residents' homes, and I said that I would do everything in my power legally to prevent it from happening. So hence why we are here today. As my attorney said, we have limited control over what goes on in another town, but we're certainly trying to do whatever we can to help out our residents. So thank you for coming. Thank you for speaking. It's important because it's good to hear the public paying attention to what's on our agenda, what this TC is trying to do to help out our residents.
And lastly, I just want to distinguish, I know that there's been, there was discussion at the past land use board. I know the mayor spoke there. That's obviously independent of the review that we undertook here. We deliberately had conflict engineers review it just to ensure that there was a clean record, and, the action tonight is based upon that recommendation.
Thank you. Anybody else in the public on agenda items on tonight's agenda?
Joe Crowley, 15 Ely Road. I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Cretelli. I don't know if now's the appropriate time, or you'd prefer I wait?
It's just on the agenda.
Okay.
We do
Just
took it-
checking,
Yeah,
I don't-
absolutely. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Absolutely fine.
Tom, I'd like to thank you for your years of service to the town. I want to specifically acknowledge all you did for the youth sports and the development. I will say the thoughtful and mindful development of additional youth sports facilities and fields, and thank you for your efforts there. And I also appreciate, as one of the previous speakers said, your calmness and effort at cooperation on the committee, as observed from an outsider. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public? Okay. Seeing now closed public comment. Roll to consent agenda items. We are on 221-307 through 2021-338. 338. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Cretelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Ms. Weber?
Yes, with a note.
Mayor Bontempo?
Yes.
Resolutions 2021-307 to 2021-338 have been successfully passed.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you.
Department updates. CFO Bill, anything from you?
I just one comment. The last day of business this year will be December 30th. Town Hall is closed December 31st for Christmas holiday and January 3rd for New Year's. So if you're making any payments for 2021, make sure you have them here by Thursday at 4:30.
Thank you.
Also, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday.
Thank you. Same, Bill. Administrator, any updates?
No, just once again, I want to reiterate my appreciation for the personnel actions that the Township Committee just took. We have a really wonderful, dedicated staff, and it means a lot. I also want to congratulate Tom. Thank you for your service, and wish everyone a very happy and healthy holiday season. Happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Sharon. Ben, engineering, anything from you?
No report today, Mayor, but happy holidays to everybody. Tom, it's been great working with you for the time I've been here, and that's it.
Thank you. Counselor?
No specific report. I'll just echo what the administrator and the engineer said. Wish you best of luck, Tom. Hopefully you get to enjoy your Tuesday evenings every other week and catch the Yankee game rather than the fun stuff we get to deal with. But pleasure working with you over the years, and best of luck. And happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas to the TC and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Boards and committees. I will start with Mr. Cretelli. Committeeman Cretelli.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have a report on community development. Earlier this year, the township hired consultants to conduct a management enhancement review of our community development department. We received the final report last week. The report highlighted many areas where the department is doing well, but noted specific recommendations, including increasing staffing to provide for greater availability of appointment hours to better serve the public, capitalize on technological advances to continue to reduce the use of paper in the department's projects and processes, amending the ordinance to better outline the specific roles and responsibilities of the department, improve communications with the public, and publish and regularly update department metrics, make changes to certain employees' responsibilities to reflect the changing needs of the department, and to provide for a succession plan. Our team will be reviewing the report and making additional adjustments as appropriate. The Township Committee looks forward to seeing these enhancements in the department in 2022. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Committeeman Lucarelli.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no reports tonight, but I did want to just repeat some things that were mentioned here this evening. Again, I'd like to thank Tom again for his 9 years of service to the community, his countless hours with the youth sports, and his many years of volunteerism with the St. Catherine's Church. I wish you and your family many healthy years and enjoying your time not having to deal with this stuff anymore. And then I'd like to just thank. It's ironic how a year has gone by so quickly. I can't believe that I've been on the committee for 1 year, but I do look forward to next year working with the committee, continuing all the great things that we're doing. And I'd like to take this opportunity just to thank the community and wish everyone a happy and healthy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I would like to add my best wishes to you, Tom, and to Mary, who has supported you in this effort, because it always takes some big support. And I want to wish you happy trails as you bike away. And most of all, I want to wish you grandchildren in your future. So there you go. I do have a report from the Rec Committee. We met recently. Basketball is going great guns this year. There are record numbers of kids playing basketball. The courts at Bell Works have been helpful in allowing all the scheduling, so we're very appreciative of that. The committee also is looking forward to, we got word through the township administrator that we'll be meeting with the county about potential opportunities for the infamous land swap in terms of what may meet our needs going forward. And we also had requested of the Board of Education to meet a letter through the township administrator that was sent the end of September. And we just heard back that the board is willing to meet, so I look forward to meeting with the representatives from the board in January as well to see about ways that we can better use facilities together. So the rec committee's actually been working really well together, and they're anxious to make some headway on plans for facilities. We're also looking forward to getting the report on the recommended improvements to the swim club, which this committee had commissioned, and looking at all of that and seeing what we can do. And then the other thing I would like to just remind everyone of, yes, I am wearing a mask. I am a grandmother, and I'm going to be seeing my babies, and I'm being very careful for that reason. But I would encourage everyone to consider, with the holidays approaching, to take additional precautions right now. We do have a spike in New Jersey. The case count is up. The hospitalizations are up. And the vast majority of that is as a result of the Delta variant. But in New Jersey, we have 13% of our cases are now Omicron. So if you are not vaccinated and you have not boosted in either case, please, please, for your sake, I don't want to lose another resident of Holmdel. Please get that done for you and your family so everyone can have a safe and healthy and happy holiday. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. A couple highlights I'd like to point out this evening. First, we had our tree lighting, menorah lighting in front of Town Hall just recently. I was there, the Deputy Mayor was there, Committeeman Lucarelli was there. We had some people from the Assembly and community leaders, and Committeeman-elect Improvisator was there joining us as well. We had hundreds of Holmdel residents of all ages that came out. It was probably one of the best turnouts I've seen in a long time. We had photo opportunities, we had craft tables, face painting. We had special visitors. We had Olaf, Elf on the Shelf, Buddy the Elf, and of course, Santa Claus came via the fire department again this year. Special thanks to Father Koch, Rabbi Galprim, Holmdel Fire and Rescue Company No. 2, Holmdel Rec Department, the Holmdel Police Department, and obviously the Holmdel First Aid for participating and supporting the event. We had a special performance for our seniors with the Axelrod Ballet over at Bell Works. There was a contemporary arrangement of Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker, titled The Nutcracker Rocks, the little slant that they had on the ballet. Music was actually arranged by New Jersey's own Gaslight Anthem for the event. Special thanks to director Gabriel Chachnik for putting it together. And they're running performances right now, and you'll notice on the way out there's a table by the vestibule. There's little cards on there for a discount if anybody's interested. The seniors had an amazing time. I think we had a 30% lift in from people that RSVP to people that actually showed up. So, which is nice, because usually when you have run an event, people RSVP, you always have some drop off. We had a 30% lift, which was really nice to see that many people come out, and we're going to look to do more and more events for the seniors over there with other ballet performances throughout 2022. You've also may have noticed a special visitor has been riding throughout Holmdel, all the way from the North Pole. Santa Claus himself been riding through Holmdel, visiting neighbors. Special thanks to Holmdel Fire and Rescue Company number 2, providing an escort for Santa. He makes his rounds around the town. It's amazing the response that the fire guys get when they do this. I can tell you firsthand that these guys put a lot of time and effort into what they do. They don't have to do it. They do it because they want to do it. They've increased their present delivery this year by about 30%, trying to touch more people. And the looks on the children's faces, even the whole families, when they pull up with the fire truck and stand on the back, it's just priceless. And it really, in my view, gives Holmdel that hometown feel that it always had. And the fire company guys really put a lot of time and effort into it, and I really want to publicly thank them for what they do for this, because it certainly gets a lot of people excited when they see these guys coming through town. Finally, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a happy holiday season, a happy and healthy New Year. Our next meeting will be in 2022. Our reorg meeting will be in Bell Works, in our meeting room there, on January 4th at 6 p.m. It's open to the whole public, and we look forward to seeing everybody as we kick off the new year in January at Bell Works. And then, Tom, congratulations on 9 years here. 9 years is a long time, as we know. But best of luck with everything. That being said, I'll open up for any public comment. Any public comment? Yes, Chris, come on up.
Good evening, Chris Priamonti, 30 Falcon Ridge Circle in Holmdel. Tom, I just want to say thank you for your service. I speak as a resident in this town for 21 years. I speak as your cousin. I speak as a dad, husband, a member of St. Catherine's, treasurer of HYAA. And I think I speak for a lot of the families in Holmdel when we say that you did this for the right reasons. You got involved in public service to serve. And I think you showed people how that's supposed to be done. I think a lot of people get involved in public service for the right reasons to serve. But politics changes people. It never changed you. You kept your character. And you've served this community in many ways in a lot of different places. Whether it was just coaching kids or running HYAA or being involved in St. Catherine's and being a leader in that parish, or running the picnic, or being a member of the township committee or the mayor. You've always led, and you've led with character. And it's in my own life, I've followed you to many places. I followed you to Villanova University. I followed you to Holmdel to raise a family. I joined you at St. Catherine's. I got involved in HYAA. And I did all those things because you showed me how to do that. And I can say every place I've gotten to, I know it's a better place because you were there and you led. And I just hope I don't screw it up behind you. So, I hope this isn't the end of your public service, especially for Holmdel, because we need you. We need people like you with your character. So thank you very much, Tom, for all you've done.
Anybody else in the public?
Marcy McMullen, 3 Burgundy Drive, and I'm here on behalf of myself, Tom, my family, and all the residents of Holmdel. We can't thank you enough for the time and effort, your dedication for so many years that you've given to Holmdel in all aspects. And Mayor and your family, you've been right there by him, and we just appreciate everything that you've given. And I just want you to know that all of Holmdel appreciates you and applauds all of your efforts and who you are. So thank you again.
Anybody else in the public? Yep, come on.
Ron Emma, 32 Ladwood Drive. Just a quick one. Just want an update on the damaged fire truck. It's been 6 months since it's been in the shop, and I hope there's an update. Last month it was imminent. I hope there's good news. I want to also wish everyone on the committee a healthy and happy holiday season. Thank you, Tom, for your service. 9 years is a really, really good run. So appreciate, I know it's not been easy for you and your family, so thank you for your service. Any update on the fire truck?
I think they're still looking for the parts for the fire truck. It is, the adjuster came out. We did expect it to be ready. It's one of the things that we're finding a lot with some of our ordering and some of the things that we need that with the supply chain issues, it's been difficult. I think it's one part that is holding it up at the moment. So as soon as we get that, it will be in the truck and it will be back on the road.
Sharon, you can appreciate me saying, really? I mean, I'm in supply chain. I understand that.
You're not the only one.
It's 6 months. We've had 2 major fires just recently that truck could have been used. And I don't know what kind of leverage we have, but it's been a long time that we've been down 1 fire truck. So just would urge you to put whatever kind of leverage that we have. I don't know if we do, but really, we just can't keep going next month. Thank you. Happy holidays.
This truck has been an anomaly. It was totaled, then it wasn't totaled, so we've had several issues with this accident.
Anybody else in the public? Nah. He's working on it. Anybody else in the public?
Mayor, is it okay? I was asked, a resident texted me and didn't know that it was Tom's last meeting, and asked if I could read something as a public comment. Is that okay? Okay.
Sure. When Commander Bascucci did, he walked over that microphone. Yeah, that's right. Hey, hang on. He changed his seat and he went. No. I'm just saying for the record.
Okay. This is Barbara Singer, 5 Deerfield Road. It is never easy being a volunteer. There is time commitment that affects your life no matter what you are volunteering for. In politics, you get the added layer of, well, politics. You can't please everyone all the time. There are many decisions over the years that we were on the same page about, and for moving forward with those, I thank you. You kept lines of communication open and were willing to listen to various viewpoints and try to help where you could when residents saw issues. Thank you for putting yourself out there and for the time you've given to the town.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the kind words. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. And I will not be going anywhere. I plan on standing in front of that mic. Maybe not every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. Thank you, everybody.
So with that being said, I'll close public portion. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
I'll
All in
third that
favor?
motion.